Hi everybody. Today I'll be going over my Venmo prototype. So for context, the task I was trying to work on was simplifying the way to distribute tax and tip and request those things off of a receipt um, on Venmo. So for instance, let's say you're eating out with your friends. Um, you only put down one credit card, so you put down the credit card, and suddenly, boom, now you have a bunch of items and tax and tip split to calculate when you're requesting your funds for when you're requesting everyone's payments. So the problem here is that a lot of times it can be pretty difficult, time consuming, and take up a lot of cognitive load when you're doing it. So I try to figure out a way to improve that with this prototype. So first we can look at here. This is just like a regular Venmo prototype, or sorry, Venmo home screen. You can see all the transactions between you and your friends. You can request things. You can pay things, and you can request things, and you can select from your friends and how much you want to pay them. But the main focus today is actually on this part here, the adding receipt part. So let's say you have the receipt, like I said earlier, and you want to submit it and try to split it between your friends. Here we have two options. First, you can either take a picture of the receipt, and we'll use optical character recognition, or OCR, to extract the items from the receipt and place it in the table and do the calculations for you. Or B, we can enter it in the the items manually, and then do the calculations there later also. So let's say, for instance, for now just do scan a receipt. So we'll pick a receipt. Let's say it's let's see right here. Okay, here's our receipt. Let me make sure. Let me pull up the receipt. Okay. So boom. So we see that the receipt has been read and populated. For context, here's the receipt. It's a $11 for scallion noodles, pork chop over egg, $26, beef noodle soup, $13, beef fry over rice with poached eggs, $13, and so on, peppercorn, spicy soup, dumpling for $11. And then we can also check the subtotal. $74 is correct. The tax is 6%, which comes out to $4.44. That's right. And then let's say service charge was $14.80. Boom. So we have it all right. 93.24. Everything's been loaded correctly, right? But let's just say that, hey, we ended up doing something wrong, right? We actually have the wrong number of items. And then we have one more item. Let's say it's egg job soup. So we can just add that in very simply. Just say egg job soup. We can set the price to be like $2. And when we do that, boom, it all updates, subtotal updates, and the total updates. The tax and the tip don't update, but yeah, the totals do update. So then let's just say, hey, actually this value is incorrect. Like, so the price is incorrect, but the actual item is correct. Let's say instead of $11, it was $17. Boom, we pull it up. It all updates, right? So originally it was $74. Now that we put it 17, now it's $80. So that makes sense. And then let's say it read the place of where you guys ate incorrectly also, right? So, and in this case, where did we eat here? We ate at the We did not eat at the corner bistro. We actually ate at used noodles. So let's just update this to you noodles. We'll do split with friends. And here you can select from your friends who ate with you. So let's say I ate with Sarah, Mike, and Emily. I ate the noodles. Sarah ate the poached egg. Mike ate the beef noodle soup, and then Emily had the beef over rice, and then we all shared the dumplings. So boom, boom, boom. And also you can see here that every item is broken down into subtotal, tax, and tip. But say that's like too much data, right? For the user, we can hide the breakdown, and it'll just have the whole totals in. So that's just like a way to like either like double check or reduce your cognitive load. And then boom, it pulls out here how much everyone owes. Sarah owes the most. Mike and Emily owe the same, and then I owe the least. So then we can say, hey, I'll request the payment. Once I request the payment, two things will pop up at the top. So first, you have notification saying that the payment request has succeeded, and then B, you can actually see the specific numbers in total. So in total, we requested $75 from 3 people, and I owe $17, and that all adds up to here, $93.24. And then also, let's just say, hey, so it's like, actually, I think I I think you might have given me the wrong stuff. Well, actually, we can check to see if Sarah was assigned the right items because we can click here on Sarah's items and see what items did we assign her. Oh, we assigned her the pork chop over rice with poached egg and peppercorn spicy soup dumplings, and we tell her, hey, that's actually correct, and here's your dumpling split, 275, and it all adds up. And she's like, oh, okay, that's awesome. So it's pretty transparent in that case. So after you submit it, you see this payment notification on the top right, but you can also double check here at the home page and you can see all the requests that have flowed through. Now let's say on the other case that you didn't actually have a receipt, you just kind of like remember off the top of your head and you don't have anything, you don't have a receipt to actually take a picture of. You can enter the items in manually. So let's just say I went to McDonald's. Let's say I ordered a burger, my friend ordered some nuggets, and then we shared some fries. So let's say that the burger was like $5, the nuggets was like also $5, and the fries were let's say $4. So that was this probably makes more sense here. Okay, so in total we owe them $15 in subtotal, but then no tip because we're at McDonald's, and then tax. Let's just say it's 10%. So we'll just put in 1.5. 1650 is how much we owe. So with friends, this time I'm just eating with Alex. So I got the burger, he got the nuggets, we shared the fries. We can see our splits here, 825, 825. Boom, we have another notification sent. We can see how much we requested, how much we ended up paying on that a meal, and then we can see and double check that Alex's items are correct. And then boom, we can double check again one more time and see. We can see here McDonald's has is the name of the request, and we requested $8.25. And thanks, that's my Venmo presentation.